Here we can see animation, visual effects, gaming, comics, and extended reality technologies. Next. And India's AVGC XR opportunities are: the Government of India constituted an AVGC promotion task force in April 2022, projecting significant employment opportunities requiring 2 million skilled professions by 2030. The media and entertainment industry was valued at approximately rupees 2.5 trillion in 2024, with a revenue projection for rural youth in Tier 1 and Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities through training centers and startup support. And the second objective is here that to assess whether the policy rural focused programs are helping to reduce migration to big cities by enabling young people to build creative careers in their home region.
Can you switch on your
Ma'am, I have not mentioned
camera.
the research question in this PPT. I can tell you.
Yes, you can tell me. You can also switch on your camera. It would be nice to see.
And the camera is not operating properly.
Okay, never mind.
The research questions are: how is Maharashtra's AVGC XR policy 2025 creating job opportunities for rural youth in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities through its network for regional training centers and startup support system? The second research question was: to what extent the policy is useful for rural focused program is it effectively reducing the migration to metropolitan hubs? And the third question was: what are the primary barriers, means such as infrastructure, financial limitations, or social perceptions that the rural youth face? And the fourth research question was: how do you specific interventions like ICT hubs and spoke models, regional startups, and language-specific production? Is it grassroots for entrepreneurship or not? These were my questions. And the methodology I have used is some quantitative and qualitative approach. I have done some case studies and taken document reviews. Also, I have done comparative analysis, measuring employment outcomes between the region with new AVGC XR infrastructure versus those without, and analyzing the experience of rural creator in the Creator in India challenge to identify socio-economic enablers.
Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. And the gap, I find it that there is a critical gap in the train and the trainer system. Only these are my main conclusion.
Okay. Do you want to say something else, Kadambari?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So there is no primary data in this research, right? Why is this?
Ma'am, your
Echo
voice
is there.
is not clear.
Yes. Can somebody fix this?
This mic, please.
Can we remove this? Will that help?
Yeah,
There
two
is too
mics.
much disturbance in your voice.
I'm saying there's no primary data in this research, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So since the policy has only come out in 2025, uh, what is the temporal scope of this policy? I mean, because of the dearth of data that is available, uh, how, I mean, I don't know how conclusive this study is and how it will contribute to actually understanding the benefits or the cons of the policy.
Okay, ma'am. Just in 25, this policy is released or they have started. I have chosen this subject because I am doing PhD on economy of content creators in Maharashtra. So, according to me, I felt that this policy will benefit to all the content creations who are making such a content.
But your findings say otherwise, no? Your findings don't.
Let me put it this
Yeah.
way, ma'am, if you allow. So you are talking of comparative analysis. So we didn't see any comparison in your study or whatever you have presented so far.
Barring Mumbai.
Yeah,
that one.
and Mumbai,
Yeah.
you say you are looking at tier 2, tier 3 cities. Your objective is to look at migration and stop on that. But your data, whatever secondary, is also only from Mumbai. So how are you doing this comparison? What impact study that you're doing?
Nothing is audible, Kadambari. Your voice is breaking.
Then I have to. It's clear.
No, no, no. I speak something now.
Ma'am, it is clear now?
Yes, yes.
Yes, as you asked me about the Tier 1 city that I have mentioned only the Tier 1 city, but while studying I have studied both Tier 1, Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities because I have not mentioned in my PPT because I don't get much of the time to study all the Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. I have just studied about Kolhapur and Satara and between the
On what
comparison
basis
from
did you?
Mumbai, Kolhapur and Satara, I have removed the findings.
No, but on when you come for a paper presentation, Kadambari, you include all the necessary details. So on what basis did you decide to go ahead with Kolhapur and Satara, you said, right? Also, how did you operationalize regional development?
I think it's a study in progress for her. So, Kadambari, what you rather do is you look at your objectives. Your objectives are also, I thought, very fast-paced for a paper like this, and maybe dilute them and look at one or two objectives that you could really realistically meet, and then if you're wanting to do a comparison, even Kolhapur also is fine. Don't even go to Satara, but give real data of Kolhapur, and if you're comparing with Mumbai, and then whatever your objectives are, whether you're
Also,
meeting
you
them or
have
not.
to match on what
Yeah.
basis you've selected your sample, on whether the sample has been made matched on various metrics, all of that. Okay, since you're just starting out in research, make sure you include all the key details in your PPT because we don't know anything about your research unless it is out there on your PPT and from what you're saying, right? So that is a tip for future Kadambari. I think that will be all.
Yeah.
We can move to the next one. We can move to the
Yes.
next one.
Thank you for your presentation, Kadambari. Definitely.
Ms. Kadambari, please unshare your screen.
Devbrat
Yes.
Sarkar.
We,
Devbrata.
we now request Mr. Devbrat Sarkar, the next participant, please share your screen and start presenting and unmute your mic and camera as well, please.
Thank you. We now invite Dr. Debabrata Sarkar from Adamas University to present his paper titled Mindfulness in Education, a scientific approach to managing academic stress, aligned with NEP 2020 and the Indian knowledge system. So, we request you to please proceed.
Am I audible? Okay, we now request Dr. Devrata Sarkar to please share your screen for the written presentation and unmute your mic and camera, please. Can you hear me? Are you in the meeting?
Yes,
He seems
joined.
We request the next presenter. If,
Is Samir S. Govita.
Mr. Samir, if we request our next presenter, Mr. Samir, if you wish to go ahead with your presentation.
Yes.
Okay, please share your screen and start presenting.
Thank you.
Caveat.
Am I audible?
Yes, please go ahead.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes,
ma'am?
yes.
Yes, you're on.
My screen is visible? Yeah, screen is also visible. No?
Yes.
Yeah. Good afternoon all. I am Samir Govekar, PhD scholar in design, Department of Design, Banasthali Vidyapeeth, and I am presenting now my research paper titled Revitalizing Kavi Art, a Sustainable Visual Communication Model within the Indian Knowledge System, IKS. In the introduction, Kavi art is a traditional mural practice from the Konkan region, especially in Goa, Maharashtra, and Karnataka. This Kavi art process still going. It reflects a strong relationship between indigenous knowledge, environment, and visual communication. Rooted in the Indian knowledge system, it uses natural material, simple technique, and symbolic forms. Importantly, it is not merely decorative. It functions as a structured visual communication system embedded in architecture. This study identifies a gap in its integration into contemporary design practice and positions Kavi as a sustainable knowledge-based design system, focusing on adapting its principles rather than replicating its forms. Background of this study and research problem is contemporary design today is largely influenced by global digital system. This leads to visual uniformity, loss of cultural identity, and reduced environmental sensitivity. In Goa, communication design often follow global aesthetics with limited indigenous integration. This creates a disconnect from cultural roots and ecological context. Therefore, revisiting indigenous knowledge system becomes essential. Kavi art offers a grounded, sustainable, and culturally meaningful alternative. In research objectives and questions, the study guided by three key objectives: to analyze Kavi art as a visual communication system, then second, to understand its relevance within the Indian knowledge system, and the third is to explore its application in contemporary communication design practices. Under questions, can Kavi be interpreted as a structured design language? What are its visual material and communicating principles? How can these principles inform contemporary visual communication design? Understanding IKS in design. The Indian knowledge system evolves through long-term interactions between humans, environment, and culture. It is experimental and experiential, adaptive, and sustainable. Unlike modern systems that separate disciplines, IKS integrates knowledge, practice, and life. In design, it emphasizes mainly learning from natural processes using local and renewable material, balancing function and cultural meaning, integrating design into everyday life. This principle closely aligns with Kavya. In literature review, I have reviewed research studies done by mainly Janardhan Havanche from Karnataka, then D'Souza from Goa, Bhagwadi, then Naik, Sharma, Patel, and Desai, etc. Most of existing researches on Kavi is largely descriptive and conservation focused. It is studied within vernacular architecture and craftsmanship. The focus has been on durability, climate suitability, and religious or domestic context. However, there is limited exploration of visual grammar, semiotics, and communication system. Thus, Kavi is treated as craft rather than a design framework. The study addressed that gap by positioning it as a structured visual communication system within IKS. I have used a research methodology for this study adopts a qualitative and interpretative approach. For data collection, I have included field visits across the Konkan region, including Goa, Karnataka, and Maharashtra, the sites of extant Kavi. Then photographic documentation and live observation also I have done. Then interaction with artisans, designers, including student designers, with learner and professional also. Art academicians, then art historians also. Workshop and pilot studies have taken conducted actually. And in my Banasthali Vidyapit also, I got one opportunity to conduct one workshop on this Kavi and IKS issue. Then comparative case studies also have done that research methodology. Then analysis based on three frameworks.
Can you go back to
It is on visual grammar, means Kavi's motifs and composition based. Then material intelligence, means Kavi's traditional
Sameer, can you
technique
go
and
back to the
sustainability.
previous slide?
Previous one means research
This one.
methodology.
Yes. So,
Research methodology, no, ma'am?
yes,
Yeah.
we're talking about data collection here. You said you've done
Yeah,
field
yeah.
visits, interviews.
Yeah, field visits.
What were your
That
workshops about?
photographs I have. Workshops is actually in my where I am doing my PhD now. That Banasthali Vidyapit every year I think having that how workshop. It's a national level workshop. It's like a meet of all artisans from India. So I have participated as a expert resource person of Kavi art there in December. So in that
Could you
workshop,
just to give me some context, could you explain your background to me and how you landed upon this research topic? And since you're talking
yeah,
about Kavi as a design framework, I'd like to know a little bit
yeah.
about that.
Okay. Yeah. I'm residing in Goa actually. I'm means born and brought up in Maharashtra and also Goa. My surname is Kovekar. So here, what happened? I'm now at present I'm teaching in a fine art college, Goa College of Art. Is Goa Government's college. So I'm a assistant professor there. So generally for my PhD work, I have taken this Kavi art. So Kavi art is generally a traditional art form of Goa, but it is endangered art form today. So it is very less new generation is very less people are means people or artisans are there. This is the main problem I found. So that's why I decided to take this caveat as a main topic for my PhD research. This is also and my research papers also. So when I found this thing is Connect 360 related, so I thought this will go with IKS also. No? So that's why I
Okay, so
connected. Yeah.
we'll just jump a few slides. I want to know how have you, how has your study contributed to, let's say, you're saying that you want it to be known as a structured design language as opposed to just an art form. So we'll just jump a few slides and we'll
That
go to your
slide,
findings
no,
today.
photographs are in the next slides. Can I go
Yes,
next
yes,
slide?
yes.
Yeah, these are the photographs of that workshop that the girl students were there. All. So only that Vanastali Vidyapit is for girl student. So almost 20, around 20 students participated in that. Not only for design, it is from all streams, psychology, then fashion designing, then normal economics and other streams. So I also they participated.
So my question is,
So
how,
this last,
yes. My
yeah,
question is, since we are going to be short of time, how is your
yeah,
study
yeah.
going to propose this as a design framework that will have widespread adoption? That's what my question is. I know your whatever you're doing, your efforts are laudable, but I want to know
Yeah.
that how will this study contribute to its adoption, let's say in common practice?
Yeah, in this slide, at least you can get little this thing idea because that same thing means caveat is adopting caveat and it is application in communication design. I have shown here because this is done by my student only. I'm taking masters now. So one student for one competition is sent this thing, this poster, communication design poster. Then this is a cover design of book Ananya from Goa only. Then this is a Goa State National event. It is Saras. So for that, our student only means design and the professional firm RGB is there. He designed this full stage with caveat. Here you can see slightly, and this full banners and hoardings are used by means by using caveat technique. So this adaptation is there, and even means related to IKS and communication design as a yeah. Only thing here I can't add anything because this research I have done in very means in short time of span. So here I can't, but in Goa no, now at present so many events. Even Goa government is apply for the GI tag of means as a caveat is the GI all the our president in their I think that some workshop, world level not sorry, international level workshop was there. So he participated because he is a Kavi artist from Goa. Now he is like a brand from Goa. You can check on Google also. The name is Sagar Naik from Goa.
Yeah,
He's a
fine.
brand artist from Goa.
Good work, Mr.
And
Samir.
yes,
Yeah.
and it will lead
Yeah,
to
yeah,
some
thank you,
real life
thank you, thank you.
implementation. That's the purpose of research. So
Just a final comment before we close and ask the next one.
I'm trying my best because
Yeah.
I want to give it like a Warli art. You heard the Warli art, like that means that same similar corporation and that thing, merchandising thing. I want to
all the
give
best
to
to
this
you.
family because
Thank
it is. Yeah, thank you,
Thank you.
thank you.
No, fine.
Yeah.
Let's move to the
Next,
next one. I
who
think
is the next presenter?
Sarthak Suman.
Is Sarthak?
Please join. As you would like to present.
Deva Brata.
Has Sarthak Suman joined? Are you there, Mr. Sarthak?
No.
He doesn't seem to be
Devabrata
asked
Sarkar.
Ms. Devabrata, are you there? Would you like to present?
Yes, Deva.
Just ask once again, Dr. Devrata Sarkar.
Dr. Devrata Sarkar, would you like to present?
Ask Miss Pinky Halata if she would like to present.
Miss Pinky, would you like to present?
Yeah.
Dear participants, if you're ready with your presentation, please share your screen and if there is a network issue, then please re-log into your Teams and then start presenting. Our professors here, session chair and co-chair, they are waiting.
So the topic that I am presenting today is digital polarization and AI-led misinformation, a systematic analysis of echo chamber dynamics. I hope the slides are
Visible, they're visible. Please go ahead.
succeeding. Yeah, the slides are succeeding, right? So for decades, the journalist served as the gatekeeper, the professional arbiter of what was newsworthy and factual. Today, the gatekeeper has been replaced by a line of code. We are currently witnessing a transition from a human-edited media landscape to a creator economy driven by AI-driven systems. However, these systems aren't optimized for truth, they are optimized for virality. My research explores the engagement paradox, the fundamental tension between the efficiency of automated content and the essential need for factual integrity. The engagement paradox and business model, we must move beyond the idea that misinformation is merely accidental. My study posits that polarization has been effectively automated as a business model. Platforms prioritize dwell time and interaction, and AI tools have become the primary engines of hyper-personalized news. In this ecosystem, objective reality is often immolated in favor of content that confirms pre-existing biases because confirmation feels better than challenge and feeling better leads to more clicks. So this logical framework, which
Are you
basically
changing
has
your slides?
yeah,
No, there only
Isn't-
one slide is
isn't that
visible,
visible?
your title slide.
No.
Now we can see it. Also, if you would switch on your camera, it would be very nice.
just a I'll share the again. Is it visible?
Yes. But very small text.
versus human-led reporting. We have observed how AI selects and emphasizes specific and often inflammatory aspects of reality. This isn't just news delivery, it's the intentional construction of a fragmented reality. The democratization of AI is often hailed as a victory for creators. However, this study finds a darker side. It allows independent creators to operate a high up propaganda nodes. One person with an LLM can now produce the volume of a traditional newsroom, bypassing mass communication ethics entirely. These nodes don't just spread lies, they frame entire worldviews at a speed human fact checkers cannot match. The psychological echo chamber. Why are we so Why are we so I'm sorry. Why are we so susceptible? I incorporate a social identity theory and uses gratification theory to answer this. Individual seeks out information that gratifies their need for social belonging. Within an echo chamber, believing an AI-generated faith that disparages an outgroup isn't a failure of intelligence. It's a performance of tribal loyalty. AI simply makes this performance easier and more frequent. The path forward, the conclusion for this study is clear. Without a shift in the incentives of the creator economy, social fragmentation will accelerate. We propose a framework for algorithmic responsibility. This involves technical safeguards, which will be embedding provenance data and truth anchoring in AI models. Ethical safeguards, reforming platform incentives to reward accuracy over raw engagement, and human-centered truth, reintroducing human editorial oversight into the automated flow. We are at the crossroads. We can continue to automate our division, or we can redesign our tools to serve the public good. Reinstating truth is an age of automation, and it's not just a technical challenge, it's a democratic necessity. Thank you.
Okay, so this research really interests me because my research area is also very aligned with this. You spoke about human editorial oversight, but we know that echo chambers are partly a result of algorithmic amplification and partly they are human psychology, right? We have confirmation bias and all kinds of biases. We want to look at opinions that align with ours, right? So, in this sense, how do you think regulation is going to help in prevention of amplification of content that already, gains that is rage baity or tends to gain more engagement?
Yeah.
Ma'am, firstly, I think like how we have censorship, we used to have a very rigid censorship in cinema 2 decades before, right? And after that came the OTT platform. There was no censorship whatsoever, and I think it had made content readily available to all the age groups, and there was no censorship provided for cinema. The same thing is happening with news these days. News has become a form of entertainment. News has become a form of, making people entertain, not just inform and educate them and make them aware of things which are actually happening. So the rhetoric or the topics of public discourses which are happening in the media that the common people should be actually aware of, they are being suppressed by all these technological crises and things which people need to be focusing on, which are of their interest, they are being suppressed by these. So I think this is a technological a pothole that people are facing.
So you
And more research needs to be done in this domain.
So echo chambers are, they are often discussed as a political problem from what you are also saying, like polarization around elections or communal polarization and all of that. But, does your research specifically or, what you plan to do in the future also look at it from a non-political angle, let's say public health misinformation during COVID, etc.?
Ma'am, what I think is we cannot run away from politics, be it health, be it economy, be it any other sector. Everything has been circumnavigated by politics. Even we deal with politics at domestic level, we deal politics at workplaces. So we can cannot say that there is not political aspects to this research. Obviously, there is politics everywhere around. So I would like to connect this with political studies. That is my area of interest. And in future, I was also doing a research presently on the fake identity and the fake descent of the Iranian women, like how they have been defamed in the name of American liberation. So I also have an understudy to it. So I would like to link both and would like to do it further in a political manner.
Okay, Dr. Zainab, did you do any interventions during the course of your research? Because I couldn't really understand the methodology. I understood what you were saying, and it's very significant. And if you did, then could you tell me what is the impact of counter narratives and if people are given information that exists outside of the filter bubble or the echo chamber, how do people react to that?
Nowadays, after the advent of post-truth, I think after 2016, when the post-truth came into existence, people are, focusing more on emotions than facts. The public, they are being intrigued with emotions more than facts, and everything which is coming in media is emotionally given more relevance rather than facts. So that's the thing that we try to study, that everything is framed. The framing theory suggests that whatever comes into media in front of the common people, the public interest issues, they're being framed, they're being agenda set, so that people are emotionally challenged towards those things, rather than giving them logic and facts behind that.
But essentially, Dr. Zainab, algorithms don't understand agenda unless, of course, there's a political angle to it. Algorithms understand engagement, and there's this term called engagement farming, where anything that will, create outrage, that will create, engagement, it doesn't matter. Algorithms don't understand logic, and they don't understand ethics and morality, right?
And I had a related question and a comment, as Dr. Varsha has clearly pointed out. So, is it only an algorithmic problem, or something has to do also with the analytics that is there, whether it is the average view duration or the engagement or anything stuff? So, are we looking at it from an angle which is very difficult to intervene with, or is it easier to change the analytics and then probably what is worth it, as you have said, would come into force?
Also, just one question I'll add, and then you can answer and we can sum this up. I want to understand the structure of this research. Is this just a commentary, or what are the methodological aspects of this paper? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, ma'am, it's merely a content analysis. It's merely a content analysis of the news that has come into mainstream through social media. But I haven't mentioned it, but I would like to use it for the present, like from June to March.
Content analysis of what?
Exactly. What did you analyze? And which handles? What were your sources?
The handles are predominantly social media, Instagram.
Any particular handles on Instagram? So all of that need to be clearly defined.
What was your universe? Let's make it simple.
Universe, speaking about it, it was in general, like how the Instagram algorithm makes people engage into content that they want to, they want to see.
Sample size?
It's 30, sir.
30 what? 30 accounts.
30 posts.
30
posts.
So that all that it's just a tip for the future, that all that will need to be because research is empirical, it is evidence based, so it's not just what we read and what people say. When it comes to research, we also have to have our own evidence. So that will just be our two bits to you, Dr. Zainab.
I'll make sure that I'll define all the terms that has been suggested by you, and I'll definitely share the revised version as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr.
Uh, okay. So that leaves us with
Thank you so much, ma'am. I would now like to invite Ms. Pinky Kharata from KR Mangalam to present her paper on public opinion towards men too among youth in Delhi NCR, a survey-based study. Are you there, ma'am?
Okay, Pinky.
Ms. Pinky, we would like you to unmute your mic and switch on your camera and share your presentation.
please.
Definitely, ma'am. Just give me a moment. Is my screen visible?
yes, it is.
Is my screen visible now?
Yes, it is visible, Pinky. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Your screen is visible.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
So, good afternoon, everyone. I am Pinky Kharata, and today I will be presenting my paper titled Public Opinion Towards Men Too Among Youth in Delhi NCR. It is a survey-based study. So, gender discourse in India has moved from beyond classroom and policy spaces. It now lives on social media, in comment section, and also in WhatsApp forwards. So, Men Too basically addresses harassment and injustice experienced by men, often discussed alongside or in response to #MeToo movement, which started in 2018. So, this study tries to answer exactly that and across three dimensions: awareness, interpretation, and attitudes. So, the gap the study addresses is despite growing scholarship on #MeToo, we have very little empirical data on how Indian youth perceives men too. So, I have set three objectives: to examine the level of awareness and understanding of the Men Too movement among youth in Delhi NCR, to explore how respondents interpreted and position the Men Too movement in relation to the broader gender equality discourse, and the objective three is to analyze respondents' attitudes towards issue commonly associated with the Men Too discourse, including due process, allegations, and gender neutral policies. So I use qualitative research design. A structured questionnaire was distributed by Google questionnaire in Delhi NCR. Purposive and snowballing sampling was used. I have collected 224 total responses, and from 170 from that were valid youth range, which was 15 to 29 years of age. Data was analyzed using SPSS and Excel.
National Youth Policy. This is the age is defined, age group is defined in the National Youth Policy.
Yes. Yes, by then only.
And how did you come upon this sample size?
So I was researching more paper. I have found in total three youth valid ages. One was by National Youth Policy by the Government of India. Another was by the UN, United Nations, and another one was by a policy which was way before 2014.
No,
So
I'm talking about the sample size. How did you come upon the sample size? How did you decide this would be a sample size?
No, I did not think about a particular sample size. I have distributed a research paper across my channel through Google Forms and have gotten 2 to 4 research paper, and out of that 170 fell within that age group and were valid to my paper.
No, sorry, once again, you're not being able to understand.
echoing.
Yes, it is echoing. That is the problem. I want to know, how did you decide the sampling frame? Uh, you said, what techniques of sampling did you use?
Techniques of sampling was permissive and snowballing.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are saying that these 224 people, you were
It was based on the
some of them you knew, and some of them you were able to get to know through connections.
snowballing only.
Okay. Okay. So you think it's an adequate sample size if you're studying? Okay. Anyway, please go ahead. Tell us your findings.
So what I found is 60.6% of youth respondent that heard of menu before the survey. When we also asked how familiar they were on the scale of 1 to 5, the mean score was just 2.5. Very few of them were aware of it. So the highest bar is the score 1, meaning no familiarity. So we had a situation where people have heard the term but don't really know what it means. So this tells us that awareness exists on the surface level only, but in depth there is literally no understanding.
I want to know, before you tell us more of your findings, what is the significance of this study to you? Why do you think, because this movement we just found out started in 2019. You are conducting this study in 2026. So how did you decide you wanted to study this, and what is its significance to you? And
So basically my thesis.
Yes.
So basically my thesis is based on #MeToo movement. So there's another version of it. So I'm also covering #Men2 on it to know about the awareness people have about it, and did it really make any changes in the policy, as we know about the
What do
#MeToo
you
movement
mean
that
by
it really did
awareness?
make.
How do you operationalize awareness? Deconstruct it for me. Like just knowing that there is a movement called Men2, is that awareness?
That is awareness, but on the surface level. But do they really know only about the what it constitutes of, or just the title Men2 only?
Yes, so just tell me a few questions that you may have asked to understand awareness, your sub-variables.
Okay, so the questions. So basically, I have asked the respondents from where they have heard about it. Do they really know what it was about, or is it just a correlation to the Me Too that they heard about the Me Too, and they somehow related it to the Men Too as well, and from where it started? And in the end,
Okay, you finish first, then I'll ask more. I'm very curious.
okay. Okay. I'll just move on to the next slide then. Okay, so yes, so 68.2% of youth agree that gender discussion should be included in all genders and not only in the female gender. That's why the highest agreement in the entire study. 61.2% agreed that media also shapes public opinion on gender movement, and 49.4% said that due process should be central in gender-related cases. On the open question, does Men2 support gender equality, which 65% said yes, it creates space for men experiences. 21% said it depends on how it's framed, and 41% was skeptical about it.
So your respondents were both male and female.
They were.
Okay, and can you tell me how many females felt that it was #MeToo was as relevant and deserved the same kind of attention as #Men2? I mean, the other way around. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah, it's about the men too.
Yes.
So I did not really gauge the how much percent of a female were agreeing to it and how much percent of the male were agreeing to
or what is your future plan with finding this data out?
Okay, so the way forward could be that post awareness should be built in university and workplace program, not only related to female but also male as well. Mostly people neglect the male perspective, and media needs gender inclusive reporting guidelines. ICTs need to be more transparent and accessible about it.
Okay.
For and any conversation related to any gender equality should be stronger when it includes all gender without creating a false equivalence to it.
That is the answer I was looking for. This is what I was
Gender
trying to
neutrality.
understand.
Okay.
Over to you.
Okay.
No, fine. Just a little bit I wanted to understand. Did you also get across gender neutrality? Because as you said, your thesis also is, or you're working on Me Too, hashtag Me Too, and now this paper Men Too. Did you came across this term, and have you dealt with it in your research?
Gender neutrality.
Yes.
I have not yet worked on it, but I would surely look into it.
Are there any landmark cases that we should know about and we don't, that you came across when you were studying this movement?
I have actually came to know about a lot of landmark cases related to Me Too movement.
No, I'm talking about men too, because the paper focuses on men too.
Yes, it does. I did actually came across a few Men Too cases. Just give me a second.
Okay, never mind. I think that should
Yeah,
be
that's fine.
Now.
Karan O'Brien, some other actors. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much.
So I
I think we're through.
Is there anybody else who
Actually, sir, so sorry. Just uncertain meeting was in court and just and at the meeting.
Okay. We'll have you quickly, please make your presentation. You have to make it.
So I'm going to share my.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
If my screen is visible, sir.
Not yet. Let's wait. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for confirmation. Actually, my topic is mindfulness in education, a scientific approach to manage academic stress in the light of NEP 2020 and IPS.
We cannot
So
read it.
first
Your slides are very small.
just,
Yes, fine. Yeah, fine.
My topic is mindfulness in education and a scientific approach to managing academic stress in the light of NEP 2020 and Indian knowledge system.
Dr.
So basically,
Devendra, can you please
firstly,
go to your objectives because we are short of time now. Then you can go to your methodology and to your main findings. Okay?
actually, this is a thematic discussion, so I don't have that kind of slide. Just I will take 5 minutes on this, so within that I will complete. So basically, firstly, I want to show you some metrics which the psychological metric and statistical finding. So basically, in the left side, we can see the general anxiety and depression. So 40% of students report consistent these symptoms. Second one is academic anxiety, basically focused on the adolescents, and 81% report stress linked to the studies. Third one is exam anxiety, that's based on the higher secondary education. 37% was reported clinically significant anxiety.
Second last one is stays in competitive exams like as NEET, JEE. So basically, 75% of them reported high stress. And lastly, educator burnout. That is 23% has reported this. So here one question is uh, the mind and mindful. Which one is there? So firstly, the left side we can see there is lots of information. At the right side, we can see only some few things are there. So basically, we are focusing nowadays as a educator or as a student, we're supposed to focus on the left side only. And somehow, whatever the information we are getting, the first information we want to store in our mind. So somehow, whenever we are trying to getting information, all the information, somehow we are lacking in depth information. So I supposed to prefer the right one, where the information is less, but whatever the information is there, that should be in depth. So here is the conflict actually. Uh, I'm skipping this slide. So here just I have emphasized one the NEP what NEP 2020 catalyzed for mindfulness and IPS as well. So we have been actually I want to share one experience. Recently I supposed to attend international interview international seminar where the seminar based on the Indian knowledge system and lots of things are coming and people or the presenters or the resource persons they are talking about how our traditional our ancient period was there and we can take motivation from there. After certain period of time when we supposed to go for the lunch on that time uh, most of us taking our food through the schools. So just I returned back and my presentation was there. Just one question I have been raised. We are talking just we have talked about the ancient period. So you don't think so? Okay, we should take food from our hand. So some of them not agreed. So on that time I just emphasize on my opinions actually, where if we take food from our hand, on that case certain benefits are there, and that our ancients they supposed to pay for, like as the hot and humidity about the hotness of the foods. So we if we take food from our hand, then firstly our hand will identify or our finger will identify the temperature of that food. So there is a less chance बहुत सारे टाइम ये होता है कि हम लोग खाना खाते टाइम ना हमारे जीभ जल सकता है. So that kind of situation or scenario may be avoided. So I was focusing on that. Here is the relation of our IPS or importance of the IPS. So in IPS system, we also we will be able to get some yogic theories like as Panchakas theories is here within that Annamaya, Pranamaya, Viganamaya, Anandamaya process was being discussed. In ADP 2020, we have been divided into four categories for the school education, especially 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. So accordingly, the foundational stage we have been focused on play-based activity, mindfulness practice, storytelling, these kind of things are there. In preparatory also, preparatory plus middle stage, we're supposed to prefer some breathing techniques. And for the secondary stage, there are several techniques later on I will discuss. Skipping this one. So, the mindfulness practice already implemented by some state, some SCRT, they already prepared the themes, syllabuses, or the guidelines. So, like Delhi already implemented on happiness curriculum, and there 45 minutes daily activities they supposed to prefer, and from there 8 lakh students already benefited. In Tripura also, Shahars program was there, and Maharashtra also quick time program was there. Okay. Lots of challenges are there. Like I have mentioned only 3 aspects. you think practically we are following this? Here is my question actually. So we're supposed to focus on its practical implementation.
Okay, on that note, I just want to
So
ask
here
you.
is the breathing technique, what I previously explained, like as 478. We need to, like in pranayama, we have 3 breathing techniques, like inhalation, exhalation, and holding the breath. Okay, Purak, Rechak, and Kumbha. So we need to take, whenever we are feeling a stressful situation, we supposed to suggest our students, and also we can practice like as 4 seconds of inhalation, 7 seconds of holding our breath, and 8 seconds of exhalation. We also prefer the stop technique. Stop means S denoted as stop, T denoted as take a breath, and O denoted as observe, and P proceed. Okay. And second last one, we need to focus on anything, any object for a 60 seconds without blinking our eyes. So on that case, whatever the stress are there, it may be reduced.
Okay, I'm going to ask you
Related-
two questions. Uh, First, what you're doing is great work, but I want to know what are the ethical implications of institutionalizing some, contemplative practices, given the debate that is going on secularism. Second, the technique that you suggested is great, but how do you restructure teacher training in a way that these interventions can be offered at, sort of the scalability of this endeavor? Just these two questions.
Actually, I'm working on that and I'm researching on that. So scalability, PSP, I will try to make it scalable. Till now, it's in the process of experimentation. So till now, it's not scalable.
I just have one question. You said that it's a thematic study, but I couldn't find any thematic analysis here.
Actually, due to shortage, I already informed. I was in a meeting, so I was unable to show my exact PPT. So this was some of the initial preparation. Okay, so on the basis of this, I am presenting. Actually, I have in my laptop and with me. Sorry for the this. I'm
Thank you
presenting
so
through
much.
my mobile. Thank you so much, ma'am. Have a nice day.
You I think we have come to an end. Is this mute? Yes, बंद करो सर.
Ma'am, are we
We are ready.
Yes,
You're finished.
please, we're done. We asked the moderators to take over.
like best paper did it?
हाँ हाँ वही
Thank you so much, sir. We would now like to extend our sincere gratitude to all the researchers and scholars who presented today. The depth and diversity of work we have witnessed across both sessions is a testament to the vitality of academic inquiry in this field.
We now move to the felicitation. We would like to request Dr. Sumit Narula, Dr. Amit Chawla, and Mr. Dhiren Singh to felicitate our session chair and co-chair for our first session. Dr. Anubhav Mathur and Dr. Ayanjeet Singh.
Not yours. Sorry.
थोड़ा सा इधर रोटेट कर लो so that this comes fully in. Fine. इधर आइए सर बीच में आपको तो फेलिसिटेशन
So,
These are the two bags.
There you are.
I would now like to request our session chair and co-chair for our second session, Dr. Varsha Sisodia and Mr. Vedanshu Kumar, to please move to the stage.
Thank you so much, both of you.
thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sameer S. Govekar.
Kavya.
आपने तो बिल्कुल ही एकदम बोल दिया. ऑनलाइन है ऑफलाइन है? अच्छा यार ऑनलाइन है.
Online.
हाँ अपने वाले भी कौन?
Sir, we will let you. We would request our offline participants to please come up here and
Please come.
these are the certificates.
मैम आप भी आइए प्लीज. आइए. You should also be here. Madam.
Madam, sir. Thank you. Sir. Thank you.
Next for
Sir, we would like you to appreciate our participants and our team members. So, Monica, Ishani, and Shafriya, please come here.
Monica, Ishani and
Sir, Monica and Ishani, please they contribute to the appreciation.
हाँ वो है सर दूसरा वाला है. ये वाला दे दो. ये वाला था ना इस वाला. You have this right? गलत तो नहीं कर रहा? ये मुझे लगा मैं गलत उठा रहा हूँ. Give me another one maybe. चले.
Thank you.
Now I'd like to request Aradhya and Sampada, please come up here and get a picture with sir. So they are the moderators for the session and MCs, so they contributed. Good job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Aradhya and Sampada are also running DCFDI, by the way. Student leads.
अच्छा, that's great.
Center for fact checking, sir.
Lovely, lovely.
They're also in TOB.
Very good. Everywhere.
Thank you, sir.
We would also request if our technical team, please, all of you can come up here and someone can take the picture.
Yes, technically.
You should also be here with us,
Ashiji,
no once.
Premji, Deepak ji.
Not always behind the camera, but in
Yes.
front of the camera.
आप भी प्लीज आ जाइए. Take a picture यहाँ पे.
Please, please, please.
डॉक्टर अन्वेषा
Picture हो
आगे
जाए.
आइए.
Our,
सपोर्ट तो कीजिए.
all the tech team, please. Both KRMU and Bennett. Someone also take that. कैमरा से नहीं कैमरा और I know it's already there. कोई बात नहीं. Let's wrap up. Done. Thank you.
We would request our social media team students, please come up here. Ajo,
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes. आप लोगों का भी
तिलक.
Tilak sir,
have to request for the
Memento.
बेटा आप लोग
We would now like to request sir to please felicitate Dr. Tilak Saha and Dr. Rekha Pachauri.
कोई बात.
मेरा हाथ तो नहीं आ रहा.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes sir.
There are certain more ones.
We would like to request session chair Dr. Ritvik Khosle.
Ghosh.
They have written Khosle.
Ritvik Ghosh ji, IAPS. And Dr. Sarina, please come. अरे यार. आइए, Ritvik sir, please come. We need, please. वहाँ पर आ रहा है ना उसमें आ रहा है. Session chair.
Session co-chair Dr. Sarika.
Sarina.
सारिका नहीं, आप रहने दो, कम कर देंगे.
Alright, please come. Ranji, इधर. Yes.
थोड़ा इधर है, सर थोड़ा
ये
इधर
किसका
है.
है? ये तीसरा किसका है?
आपका.
नहीं. Aditi, please come.
थोड़ा इधर है.
चलिए.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Could we have madam का तो हम ही announce करेंगे.
I would now like to invite Dr. Aditi Khare,
हो गया, देखिए next.
Dr. Ritika,
And
I would also like to invite the organizing team with Yashika and Deepika Kaur.
इसके बाद
Yashika and Deepika, please come.
And Deepika?
ये
इसके आगे.
Sir.
Please your turn to ले लेना.
very well done, ma'am. Wonderful. Yashika ma'am, please come. Deepika ma'am, please come. Please come. Thank you so much. आप उधर से हाँ.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I would also like to invite the student coordinators Kenneth and Manukriti, Vaibhav, Akshara, Unnati,
Come.
सारे करके आ जाते दो.
जाओ, आप भी आओ.
सभी जाओ यार, जाओ. सभी जाओ वैभव.
We'll give it to her.
सभी जाओ.
You can just hold some
Symbolically just hold them and we'll give it.
अरे यार.
आओ भाई इधर आओ. Rashid, give it to someone. Manukriti, आप किधर आ जाओ. है ना?
एक आपके पास भी होना चाहिए. Yeah. उधर देखिए. वो क्या?
So this is only symbolic. आप लोगों को मिल जाएगा.
That camera.
ये important है, जियो टैग.
Thank you.
अरे उज्जवल सर
go पे best paper announce कर देते हैं.
उज्जवल सर प्लीज कम. Always behind the scene, always behind the camera. Special round of applause for it. One of the most hardworking guys. The silent force of my team. Yes, he's taking care of my studio, my photography, my editing, everything. Thank you so much.
And since we had like paper presentation online, so Dr. Divya Kumari, Assistant Professor, Christ University, her paper was Viral for the Planet, the role of eco-influencers in shaping sustainability narrative. She has got the best paper.
Very good. Is she here online? क्या दिखा रहे हैं?
हाँ एडमिट करके को
And in the second session, we have Sameer S. Govekar, PhD scholar in design, Department of Design, Vanasthali Vidyapeeth, Jaipur, and his co-author, Dr. Mahesh Kumar Mishra, Associate Professor in the Department of Design, Revitalizing Kavi Art, a sustainable visual communication model within the Indian knowledge system. This paper has also got the Best Paper Award.
Very good. Congratulations, Sameer. Are you there?
Oh, Dr. Divya just joined. So, Dr. Divya, in the first session, we announced that your paper was the best paper. Congratulations.
And in the second session, Mr. Sameer's paper was
Yeah,
awarded.
thank you.
Congratulations to both of you. Your certificates of Best Paper Award as well as your participation certificates shall be soon emailed to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Cutting 360 team and all cheers. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And now Tilak sir and I would like to extend vote of thanks. So Tilak sir, we would like you to be here. And it's our privilege as in
No, it's a mutual thing, and I think.
so we propose this thanks on this memorable occasion. So first and foremost, I'd like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our all our guests and our guest of honor, Professor Dr. Amit Chavla, Ritika ma'am. Everyone participated in this event. So I'd like to express my thanks to our Dean, Dr. Sumit Narula, our Deputy Dean, Mr. Dheeraj Singh, our faculty, Dr. Anubhav sir, Ayanjit sir, Vidhanshu sir, Varsha ma'am. Thank you everyone. And all our guests of honor, as in Alaknanda ma'am and Sanjeev sir, they delivered a very insightful speech. So we would like to express our heartfelt thank you to them. Our participants, you made it this far for paper presentation. We are so thankful. It was a wonderful presentation from your end. Thank you so much. And all the organizing team, our students, faculty, program coordinators, our technical team, IT team, our students who made this conference a success. Thank you so much. If you like to say a few
No, I
words,
would
sir.
just like to say that it was a typical Indian.
It was a
marriage.
plus one.
It was a typical Indian marriage-like preparation till the last moment. Everything fell in place. So thank you all for making it happen, and I think it was a mutual show. So I think this is the first time in Venice that we have had at a regional level, at a local level, we have this partnership. So I think I congratulate her for taking this initiative and our leadership for helping it happen together. So thank you, Ritika ma'am, for all the phone calls and messages, and Kenneth for all the last minute. I think yesterday till almost midnight we were coordinating and cooperating. I think it all happened finally. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we are looking forward to more collaboration. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So with this we come to the conclusion of the 3-day second edition of Connect 360, and I on behalf of K.R. Mangalam University, on my personal behalf, obviously the vote of thanks has already been given, so I don't want to waste more time, but yes, this is a learning, as Tilak was rightly mentioning, Shadi-like preparation, but it's a learning. Every year we learn and we grow. Last time हमारा जो कॉन्फ्रेंस था वो थोड़ा सा इससे कॉम्पैक्ट था, छोटा था, इस बार थोड़ा बड़ा हुआ है और अगली बार मैं ऑलरेडी आपके डीन सर से बात कर चुका हूँ, और बड़ा करने की बात हो रही है एंड इट्स गोइंग टू गो global. It's going to go really global in the sense we will be involving more universities from abroad, as well as we'll be having some more collaborations with publishers and others. So for that we would require support of each one of you, and especially my students and the students of Bennett University. A big round of applause. You worked tirelessly. Of course, the faculty was there to guide you. We will always be there to support whatever we can in our capacity, but you were the real driving force. For that, a big thanks from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Participants, thank you so much who are joining online and offline both. Thank you so much once again. With this, we come to the conclusion of the 3-day